The moment your paycheck hits your bank account, you have exactly 15 seconds before your brain starts making terrible financial decisions. I'm not kidding. 15 seconds is all it takes for most of us to mentally spend money we haven't even seen yet. Your brain starts calculating how much you can blow on that new gadget, how many times you can order takeout, or whether you can finally afford those shoes that have been sitting in your cart. But what if I told you that relying on willpower to manage your money is actually the single biggest reason most of us struggle financially? What if the secret to building wealth isn't about being more disciplined every single day, but about being smart for just 1 hour, once, and then never really thinking about it again? My name is Chad, and honestly, I used to be terrible with money, like check my account before buying coffee terrible. But I figured out that the problem wasn't me being lazy or undisciplined, it was that I was trying to make good decisions with money every single day, and that's exhausting. So I built a system that basically forces me to do the right thing automatically. If you're tired of wondering where all your cash goes every month and want to build a system that works even when you're too tired to care, make sure to subscribe and hit that like button. Here's the uncomfortable truth. Most of us treat our paycheck like found money. We get it, we spend it, and we wake up 2 weeks later wondering what happened. Today, we're going to fix that. We're going to build a financial system that runs in the background while you live your life. The psychology of automation, why willpower fails. Let's get one thing straight before we dive into the details. You're not bad with money because you're stupid or lazy. You're bad with money because you're human. And being human means you're tired, distracted, and have a million things competing for your attention. Here's the thing about willpower. It's like your phone battery. It drains throughout the day. You might wake up Monday morning feeling super motivated to manage your money perfectly, track every expense, meal prep, go to the gym, and be a financial genius. But by Thursday evening, when you're exhausted from work and stressed about everything else in life, that motivation is at 2%. You look at your bank account and think, I'll just move money to savings next week. Spoiler alert, next week, you'll have the exact same thought. This is why automation changes everything. When your money moves automatically according to a plan you made when you were thinking clearly, you remove the daily decision-making from the equation. You're not relying on Thursday evening exhausted you to make good choices. You're relying on a system. The wealthy figured this out a long time ago. They don't have more discipline than you. They just don't trust their future selves. And honestly, that's smart. Step 1, the audit. Know your financial now. Okay, real talk. You can't automate a mess. Before we set up anything, we need to know where you actually stand. Most of us have no idea where we actually stand financially. We have a vague sense of probably not great, but we avoid looking at the details because it's scary. But here's the thing, you can't fix what you don't measure. You need to figure out 3 numbers: your net worth, what you own minus what you owe, your monthly cash flow, what comes in versus what goes out, and your financial runway, how long you could survive if income stopped. For automation purposes, we're focusing on cash flow. Grab your last 3 months of bank statements. Yes, actually do this, and figure out exactly how much money comes in every month and exactly how much must go out to keep your life running. I'm talking about real necessities: rent or mortgage, groceries that actually keep you alive, not DoorDash 3 times a week, basic transportation to get to work, utilities, insurance. If you're spending more than 60% of your take-home pay on these absolute necessities, you've got an income challenge that we need to address first. But automation can still help you maximize whatever gap exists. For most people, there's a gap between what you earn and what you need to survive. That gap is where your wealth is hiding. Right now, you're probably letting that gap get eaten up by what I call financial termites. Subscriptions you forgot about, $7 coffees that seem small at the time, random Amazon purchases that show up and you're like, oh yeah, I ordered that. We're going to take that gap and put it to work before your brain even knows it exists. Step 2, the hub account, the air traffic controller. Here's how the physical system works. You need one primary checking account. I call this your air traffic controller because its entire job is to route money to the right places. Every single dollar of income flows into this account first. Your salary, your side hustle money, birthday checks from grandma, tax refunds, everything lands here. But, and this is the key, no money stays here long. Most people leave everything in their checking account and just spend whatever they see until it hits zero or they get that low balance alert. I did this for years. It's financial quicksand. In our system, the hub account has one job: receive money, then immediately distribute it to where it needs to go. Here's my personal routine. When my paycheck hits my checking account, for me that's the 1st and 15th of the month, I let it sit there for exactly 1 day just to make sure everything clears properly. Then on the next day, automatic transfers kick in like clockwork. I don't think about it, I don't decide anything, it just happens. We're going to set up 4 specific destinations for your money to flow into automatically. Step 3, automating the defense, the emergency fund. The first transfer out of your Hub account goes to defense. This is your emergency fund, and I know what you're thinking. Emergency funds are boring. I want to invest and get rich. I get it. I felt the same way. But you know what's more boring? Going into credit card debt because your car broke down and you had zero backup plan. That happened to me in 2019. My transmission died, I had $400 in savings, and I put $2,800 on a credit card at 22% interest. It took me 8 months to pay off. Never again. You can't build wealth if you're constantly digging yourself out of holes. Life will throw curveballs. It's not if, it's when. Here's what you do. Set up an automatic transfer that moves money from your Hub account to a high-yield savings account at a different bank. This is critical. It needs to be at a different bank, like Ally, Marcus, or Discover. Why? Because if you can see it when you check your checking account balance, you'll spend it. Out of sight, out of mind. Plus, these accounts pay 4 to 5% interest instead of the 0.01% your regular bank pays. The goal, save 3 to 6 months of living expenses. If your expenses are $3,000 a month, you're aiming for $9,000 to $18,000. The automation. If you don't have this yet, set an auto transfer for the day after payday, even if it's just $50 or $100 to start. I started with $75 per paycheck. It felt insignificant at the time, but it added up faster than I expected. Treat this like a bill that has to be paid, because it is. It's insurance you're buying for your future self. Step 4, automating the offense, investing for the future. Once your defense is in motion, or while you're building it, you need to start playing offense. This is where you actually pay yourself first. Most of us do this completely backwards. We pay rent, buy groceries, go out with friends, subscribe to 17 streaming services, and then try to save whatever's left over. Guess what's left over? Nothing. There's never anything left over. I tried this for 3 years and saved basically $0. In our automated system, investing happens before you pay a single bill, except the emergency fund, which is also paying yourself. Here's the order of priority. The employer 401k match. If your job offers a 401k match, this is free money, like actually free. If your employer says, we'll match 4% of your salary, and you don't contribute at least 4%, you're literally declining free money. It's like your boss handing you a $100 bill and you saying, nah, I'm good. Set this up through your payroll so the money never even hits your checking account. Important thing to know, most employer matches vest over time, which means if you leave the company after a year, you might only keep a portion of what they contributed, but it's still worth it. High interest debt. If you're carrying credit card debt over 7-8% interest, and most credit cards are 18 to 25%, your next investment is paying that down aggressively. Yeah, I'm calling debt payoff an investment, because paying off 22% interest debt is the same as earning a guaranteed 22% return. You can't get that anywhere else. The Roth IRA. Once the match is handled and high interest debt is gone or under control, open a Roth IRA. This is money you put in after taxes, but it grows tax-free forever and you can take it out in retirement tax-free. It's one of the best deals in the tax code. Set up an automatic transfer from your Hub account to the Roth IRA every month. The HSA if you qualify. If you have a high deductible health plan, you can contribute to a health savings account. This thing is triple tax advantaged. You don't pay taxes putting money in, it grows tax-free, and if you use it for medical expenses, you don't pay taxes taking it out. It's basically a cheat code. The target. Try to invest 15 to 20% of your gross income across all these buckets. If you can't do that yet, start with whatever you can, even 1%. I started at 3% because that's all I could afford. Then every time I got a raise or paid off a debt, I bumped it up by 1%. It's about building the habit first, then scaling up. Let me show you why this matters. If you start investing $300 a month at age 25, and the market does what it's historically done, around 10% average annual returns, though of course past performance doesn't guarantee future results, you could have roughly $1 million by age 65. But if you wait until age 35 to start, you might only have $400,000. That 10-year delay costs you $600,000. By automating this transfer to happen the day after payday, you're locking in your financial future before you have the chance to spend it on stuff you won't even remember buying. Step 5, automating the boring stuff, bills and fixed expenses. Now that you've paid your future self, you can pay everyone else. About 50 to 60% of your income is probably going to necessities, rent or mortgage, utilities, car payment, though honestly car payments are a wealth killer, but we'll get to that, insurance, groceries, gas. The setup, fixed pumps, same amount every month. For things like rent, mortgage, or car payments, set up automatic bill pay from your Hub account. Schedule it for 2 to 3 days after payday so you know the money's there. Variable bills, different amounts each month. For utilities, phone bills, or credit cards, which you should be paying off in full every month, set them to auto pay on the vendor's side so they just pull what's owed from your checking account. The subscription trap. Here's where most people bleed money without realizing it. Subscriptions are designed to be small enough that you don't notice them, but they add up fast. Netflix, Spotify, that gym membership you haven't used in 6 months, the app subscription you forgot you even signed up for. Every 3 months, literally put it in your calendar, audit your auto pays. Look at every single recurring charge and ask yourself, am I actually using this? If the answer is no, cancel it immediately. Don't tell yourself you'll start using it more. You won't. Quick pause. If you're already feeling overwhelmed by all this, take a breath. Remember, you only have to set this up once. 1 hour, 1 time. After that, it runs on autopilot. Step 6, the guilt-free spending account.
the reward. This is everyone's favorite part, and honestly, it's what makes the whole system sustainable. After you've automated your savings, you're investing in your bills, whatever is left in that hub account, that's yours, completely, guilt-free. Spend it on whatever you want. I call this the reverse budget. Instead of tracking every coffee and feeling guilty about buying lunch out, you front-load the discipline. You've already saved for your future, you've already covered your bills. The game is won. If there's $400 left in the account after all the automations run, go buy the shoes, go to the nice restaurant, get the concert tickets. It doesn't matter because you've already taken care of business. Here's why this works. It removes the scarcity mindset that makes budgeting miserable. You're not restricting yourself, you're creating clear boundaries. When the spending money runs out, you stop spending. It's that simple. But until it runs out, you enjoy it without guilt, without that little voice in your head going, can I really afford this? Yes, you can, because the affording it part, the savings, the bills, the investments, already happened automatically 48 hours ago.